Another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. She got down, but she never got tight. She's gonna make it through the night.
The following is a production of Benny Broadcasting of the Ozarks. Welcome to an electrifying night of Osage Indians basketball. It's time for the pregame show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
And welcome, everyone, to another presentation of School of the Osage High School Sports. I am Craig Allen with Maya back in the studio for us tonight. I told Steve to take a well-needed and well-deserved night off. I don't think he's had many days off here since getting back into the swing of things in 2025. I don't think he's actually gone back to school yet with all these snow days. So I gave him a night off as well, out here solo for now in St. James as the School of the Osage Indians get set to take on the St. James Tigers. Osage coming into tonight with a record of 8-2, coming off a win last week on the 3rd against Salem to move to 8-2 after 10 games. The non-conference schedule continues. Of course, this game, a rescheduling of a game that was snowed out last week, and they just made the announcement here in the gym that St. James will not be having school again tomorrow. So all you St. James kids listening to my broadcast, and there's got to be, thousands of you, no school tomorrow for you, okay? So no school tomorrow. I think School of the Osage will probably go to school. I don't know. I'm not a roads expert. I'm just a radio broadcaster, and this is the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show in the Kellysport Marina Press Box. We are live on MoSportsZone.com, and we have got a treat for you tonight on MoSportsZone.com as we will be broadcasting the game right from where I'm sitting, folks, right behind the basketball. I'm hoping you don't get motion sickness or any kind of other kind of sickness from watching this broadcast. It should be a good one between the Tigers and the Indians here tonight. I've got my own personal cameraman tonight. First time in the history of me doing this business that I'll have my own personal cameraman. But he's been prepped. He's ready to go. He knows exactly what has to be done to get this game broadcast to you tonight, and I am excited to bring this one to you. The two losses for the Indians this season, Eugene and Fatima, both in tournaments And I believe they were both in the championship game of tournaments. Yeah, both in the No, because we played Eugene. Yeah, it was a 6-team tournament, and we got third place in Eugene. Okay, yeah. So 2 losses for School of the Osage this season to Eugene and Fatima. And wouldn't you know it, in the Eldon tournament coming up in a few weeks, Eugene the 1 seed, Fatima the 2 seed. So we'll get a chance to potentially see one, if not both, of those teams again down the road. Osage actually the 5 seed in that Eldon tournament coming up in a couple weeks. And to be 8-2 in the 5 seed in that tournament, that is there's a lot of good teams there. Osage will take on Boonville in the first round of that one. We got quite a few games to go before we get there. We got 2 games this week. Of course, the makeup game here tonight at St. James, and then Thursday night, we'll be back at School of the Osage for community night as the Indians take on the Bison of Buffalo. A little team redundancy team, yes, but the Buffalo Bison will come to School of the Osage on Thursday night for community night. We'll have the broadcast for you if you're unable to make it out. And then a couple games next week as well, as the Indians get set to head into the aforementioned Eldon tournament and then into conference play. Coming into tonight, let's take a look at the offense for School of the Osage and some of the offensive leaders coming into the 11th game of the season. Andrew Gruce leading in field goal percentage for the Indians with a minimum number of shots taken, 59%. Jackson Long shooting 42%, and we saw him have that 31-point outburst last week against Salem, leading the Indians to victory over that Tigers team. You'd love to see more of that. 42% is a great percentage for Long, just a sophomore, and for the volume of for the volume of threes that he is putting up, 42% is a great shooting percentage from downtown. Points per game leader is Blake Harrison at 13.9. He's also leading the offensive rebounds for the Indians at 4.9 offensive rebounds per game. Dane DePay, the facilitator, leading the way with assists with 4 a game, and points in the paint after 10 games, 10 points per game in the paint for Harrison. That equals out to 100 points for Blake Harrison in the paint so far this season. And you know, a lot of that has to do with the 4.9 offensive rebounds per game. It has been Blake Harrison leading the offense for the Indians early on in the season, but Jackson Long really starting to heat up from downtown, leading the Indians to victory last week against Salem, or I guess that's 2 weeks ago at this point, against Salem. So Long and Harrison leading the way for this Indian offense, and we'll see if they can lead the way tonight against St. James and give the Indians another win to take them to 9-2 on the season. Again, this is the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show up here in the Kelly's Port Marina staging area. Is that what that's the sponsor, the Kelly's Port Marina staging area back here behind the backboard, and that's where the MoSportsZone stream will be live from tonight. I'm sure Kelly's Port Marina is loving that call out, the staging area back here behind the backboard. A good time. Can't really hear what the announcer is saying, trying to figure out if there's going to be. Okay, we're going to take a break for the national anthem. We'll come back, give you the starting lineups and the opening tip-off. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
When disaster strikes, count on the one team that can restore your home and give you peace of mind. U.S. Disaster Restoration. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week emergency service. They're the team you can trust in one phone call. 573-552-1972. They specialize in water, mold, fire, trauma, and storm damage. 573-552-1972. A proud supporter of the Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians. U.S. Disaster Restoration. Look them up online and Facebook. Aye, Captain! The seas of the Ozarks are too rough! Me and the crew can't secure the screens and railings! She'll never be installed right! She ain't sturdy, Captain! Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control.
Does your home need a new look? A new roof or siding could be the perfect solution, and Elite Roofing and Siding is here to help. Be assured you will receive excellent customer service, as our factory-trained installers will deliver a quality product, on time and on budget. Now is the perfect time to upgrade the exterior of your home, so call us at 302 Roof for all of your roofing and siding needs. Elite Roofing and Siding, proudly serving the lake for more than 20 years.
It's the countdown to tip-off. Back to the Osage Indians pregame show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Here in St. James, Missouri, Craig Allen alongside Blaine Sperling, my cameraman for the night. Future Osage Indian quarterback, surely after Maverick Trusty graduates, getting some snaps this season. So a name that I'm familiar with, and now he's going to be my cameraman tonight. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. This could be a professional career for you, Sperling, if you play your cards right tonight. He nods in agreement, doesn't have the camera on himself. Starting lineups being introduced first. Well, really, for the Osage Indians, it's going to be Maverick Trusty, Landon Childs, Blake Harrison, Dane DePay, and Jackson Long getting the starts. Excuse me, if this was Steve, he'd say the Magician, Maverick Trusty, Landon, the Menace Childs, the Blake Show, Blake the Show, the Blake Show Harrison, Dane the Facilitator DePay, and the Sharpshooter, Jackson Long, the sophomore, getting the start for the Indians here tonight. The Indians are head coached by head coach Jeffrey Henshaw, and of course you know Coach Baum Stark joining us after every game for the interview. Coach Butler getting the win earlier tonight with the freshman Coach Kelly Henshaw and Coach Brad Yoder. This first quarter of basketball is brought to you by U.S. Disaster Restoration. It's the Tigers and the Indians live here on MoSportsZone, right behind the backboard. You can't ask for a better view than this. It's like you're sitting front row at a Lakers game, not a Camdenton Lakers game. If you get motion sick, it's Sperling's fault. If you enjoy the broadcast, you can thank me whenever you see me. Opening tip knocked around, and St. James will control it. And this is Aiden Boone, a sophomore. Osage out in man-to-man here to start this game. Boone working on Childs. A lot of contact. Throws a shot up at the rim. Can't get it to go. Harrison down with the rebound for the Indians. Back the other way come Osage. On the wing, Jackson Long's triple is up. Long, no good. Rebound down to Isaiah Carey. Now outlet pass tip stolen by the Indians. Back comes Childs. Kicks it over to Trusty. Trusty has it. He'll dribble in after a pump fake. Back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound comes down to Nick Gleason. Gleason gives it over to Boone. That's still tied up at 0 here. This is Groover with it. He's taking the most shots for St. James this season. Also leads them in scoring. Working into the interior. Now handing it off. Shot up on the rim, no good. Weak side rebound comes down to Childs. Still tied up at 0 here in the first. DePay, right to left, now splits a defender. Into the lane, takes some contact, kicks it out to Maverick Trusty. He'll put the three-pointer up, and it's good. The Magician puts the Indians on the board. First 3-0 here in the first quarter. You like to see Maverick get going here in 2025 after a slow start. Rebound tipped around, and he comes down with it. Now Maverick trying to kick it out to DePay. DePay has to save it back in. And it goes right to Groover. Now Groover has it. He's going to hand it off to Boone. 3-0 Osage in front here. 6:30 left to go in the first quarter. Brought to you by U.S. Disaster Restoration. Groover with it. Picked up by Long. Working the baseline. Trying to go inside. They say he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. And if it was down here, you would have got a great look at it. Instead, it's 90 feet away down there. But great camera work from Sperling to see that out-of-bounds play there. I'm just impressed with the camera work so far. I'm just impressed that I don't have to do the camera work so far. DePay taking a little bit of contact as he comes down the floor here. Now right to left, working towards the baseline, trying to go. They're going to say off him. You saw it right into your living room right there. DePay tried to go back into the lane. The pass was tipped and then knocked off him. 6:17 left to go here in the first quarter of play. 3-0, Osage out in front. Off a screen, Groover picks up his dribble. Nice give and go there as J.V. Muir scores it for the Tigers to put them on the board, 3-2. Childs with it. Backdoor, here comes Trusty. Fakes the pass, tries to put it up on the rim, can't get it to fall. Rebound comes down to St. James. Now Long almost knocks it away. Here comes a double team. Ball goes up top, Boone. Swung over to Groover. Left-hander puts the three up. Back iron, no good. Weak side rebound comes down to DePay. The facilitator up the floor. Gets past one defender. Now into the lane, goes right to the basket. Scoop shot up, or excuse me, scoop layup up with the right hand. Tough finish there for DePay, but he gets it to go. Puts Osage back in front by 3, 5-2, 5:23 left to go here in the first. trying to work that backdoor cut. Once again, a lot of cutting for this St. James offense away from the basketball, and there they get it on the inside for the easy basket to make it a 1-point game once again. Jackson Long has it, picks up his dribble, looking for help, kicks it out to DePay. DePay with it now, comes off a screen, finds Maverick on the wing. Maverick up top to Harrison, swung over, moving the ball around. DePay with it up top once again. Dribbles past his man, and another easy layup at the rim. DePay doing his damage with the penetration and the layup. 7-4. DePay with 4. .438 left to go in this first quarter, brought to you by U.S. Disaster Restoration. Ton of contact there, and they're going to call the offensive foul on Gleason. So it'll be a turnover back to the Indians. 7-4. Osage with the basketball, a chance to extend this lead. Childs gets a step on his defender. A beautiful handoff to Harrison. Can't finish at the rim. St. James down with the rebound. Back the other way comes Groover. Childs hustles back and gets in defensive position. Now St. James will reset. Isaac Smith with it. Hands it back off to Groover. Looking to go inside. Nothing doing there. Now kick back out after the penetration. Right to left, going right to the rim. Splits 2 defenders and the finish. That's Nick Gleason making it a 1-point game. 7-6 here early on in the first. Full court pressure still being applied by the St. James Tigers. Osage trying to take care of it themselves. Childs with it. Working down towards the baseline. Hands it off to Harrison. Beautiful pump fake. They're going to call him for the travel before he's able to finish at the rim. They're going to say after the pump fake, might have shuffled his feet there, and it's going to be a turnover. Back to St. James, a 1-point lead for School of the Osage. 7-6, 3:46 left to go here in the first quarter. This is Smith with it, giving it out on the wing to Groover. Groover comes off the screen. He'll put the 3 up, and he gets it to go. Makes it a 2-point lead for St. James. Osage beating the full court pressure now. DePay past the press, hands it off to Harrison, takes the contact, he'll finish. Score the basket and the harm. He'll go to the line for one more. There you see Harrison's stats for the season coming into tonight, leading the Indians with 13.9 points per game. He's also got 87 rebounds for the Indians, and he got that one to fall with the foul at the free throw line. Can't get the free throw to go. Rebound knocked around. DePay comes up with it for the Indians. And now he goes right back to the basket, gets to the square, and easy up and in for School of the Osage. 11-9. Osage back in front now after that free throw miss, rebound and put back. Three-pointer in the corner, up, no good. Rebound tipped around. Harrison comes up with it for Osage. He'll give it over to DePay. Quickly across the timeline now. He slows it down, picked up by Boone. Under 3 minutes to go here. Childs hands off to Maverick. Back to DePay. DePay right to left into the lane. Takes some contact, puts the shot up, can't get it to go. He took a lot of contact there and just tried to maybe force that one up, but with the contact, he'll go to the free throw line here. Take a look at DePay's stats on the season as he comes into tonight's game at the free throw line. First free throw, no good. Shooting that ball right into your living room if you're watching it on MoSportsZone.com. 10 points per game this season for DePay. A 61% free throw shooter. And of course, after that miss, that one will go down. I'm going to start taking the free throw percentage off of this little placard. That free throw is good. I'm going to start keeping it on there. 12-9, Indians in front by 3. 2:45 left to go here in the first. Some substitutions on the floor for the Indians. A ton of contact, and Harrison stood there for a fortnight and took the contact and went down and still got called for the foul. A lot of older people understand what a fortnight is. A lot of younger listeners might be a little confused by that verbiage. Whenever I say older listeners, I mean those who understand what a fortnight is, which means people born in the 1700s. Those are the only people who would know what a fortnight is. 12-10, second free throw good. Stokes, Gruce, and Northrop check in for the Indians on that last possession. Harrison and DePay stay out there. Harrison spins in, looks for some help, hands it off to Gruce. He lost a handle on it, finds Northrop on the wing. Northrop, ball knocked away. Harrison has it, tries to save it before he goes out of bounds. Instead, he steps on the baseline, turnover back to the Tigers. Kind of a broken play there. And Harrison did what he could to save it. Instead, it goes back to St. James. I'm informed there's a Taylor Swift song called Fortnight. I'm sure my niece knows all about that. Big Taylor Swift fan. Loves her. St. James with the basketball in the corner. Gleason goes by his man. He gets to a spot up off the glass and good. Ties this one up at 12. Stokes with it. Gives it back to Harrison in the backcourt. Harrison comes across the timeline. This game tied up. Harrison picks up his dribble, looking to go inside. Gruce has to track that one down. Tough way to get to the basket. Goes up with the left hand, can't get it to go. Back the other way come the Tigers now, under 2 minutes. Stokes on defense on Groover. Groover throws it out. Gleason has to track it down near the sideline. See if St. James can go in front here. This is J.V. Muir with it, picked up by Harrison. And Muir got his hands full with Harrison's defense. Tough take there by Gleason, can't get it to go. Stokes down with the weak side rebound. Wants to come back quickly the other way. Stokes into the lane, floater up, no good. Rebound comes down to Isaiah Carrer. Carrer hands it off to Gleason. He's blocked by DePay, but saved back in by Carrer. Now Groover with it up top. He'll step into the triple, right iron, no good. Harrison down with the rebound. Harrison wants to move back the other way. Dribbles in, gives it out to Stokes on the wing. Pump fakes the three. Now he puts up a triple in the corner. I think it might have grazed the right iron. No good. Rebound comes down to St. James. Osage a little discombobulated on the offensive end. A little bit more contact there. Doesn't draw the foul. Harrison down with the rebound. Still tied up at 12. Gruce with it. Going right to the basket. Stops. Puts up the 8-footer. No good. Rebound tipped out. And Carrier saves it in to Smith. Smith kicks it up ahead. Groover has it. He's hit from behind by Stokes on the arm. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. .28 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Brought to you by U.S. Disaster Restoration. The score tied up at 12. Tate Groover at the line for Tuver. Okay. First one, no good. Did you hear me? I said Groover. Okay, my cameraman's laughing. That's all I care about. I just need some, live reaction, okay? Some confirmation that my jokes are funny. That's all Steve was good for, so I need you to do this too, okay? Second free throw coming up for Groover, and he gets that one to go. Puts St. James in front by 1. Now back behind the defense. This is Northrop with it. Gives it back to DePay. 24 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Gruce with it. DePay will come off the triple screen and look to get by his man. He goes right to the basket. And I guess he got hit on the arm there. Weak side ref calling that foul. And DePay will go back to the line for free throws. First free throw, no good. I'm going to take this free throw graphic off of these placards. Obviously, bad luck. Just kidding, they stay on as he hits the second. The eternal struggle back and forth on whether or not to keep those in. Right to the basket, can't get it to go. That ball just hung on the rim. And then I think they're going to get DePay on the foul from behind. And they're going to say that's a shooting foul. That can't be right, as Muir wasn't going up with it. And that's just the third foul on School of the Osage. I disagree with that assessment of it being a shooting foul. First free throw up and good. One more for the junior. Rims around, doesn't fall, rebound tipped out, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. 14-13 after 1 quarter of play. We'll take a break. Come back with the second quarter after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Attention all contractors, homeowners, and equipment enthusiasts. United Rentals has everything you need. That's right. And if they don't, they'll go to work to find it or order the piece of equipment that you need. With one of the largest fleets in the country, they carry everything from man lifts and telehandlers to skid steers and excavators. United Rentals not only rents, they sell used equipment as well. Looking for equipment service? Look no further than United Rentals to take care of your fleet. Take Highway 42 to Blue Ridge Road. United Rentals, helping you build the future.
Sold out crowd at Remax Arena at Lake of the Ozarks, and Winter Shelton's got 5 seconds left to win this deal. Can they pull it off? Inbound passes to Shelton at the top of the key. They try to double team him. Shelton crosses over the competition with some razzle dazzle. 2, 1. He shoots the game winner, and it's Winter Shelton for the win.
Shelton is crushing it.
When buying a home or real estate, put the ball in Winter Shelton's hands for the game winner.
Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
Back to Osage Indians basketball on Cool 102.7.
Second quarter action underway here in St. James, Missouri, as the Indians take on the Tigers. 1 quarter of play in the books, and after 8 minutes, Osage down by 1, 14-13. They start the second quarter with the basketball. DePay with it. Gives it up top to Trusty. Goes inside to Gruce. Gruce working on the inside. A nice job there, Andrew Gruce. Posting up, getting to a spot. There's that drop stepping off the glass. And good puts Osage back in front by 1, 15-14. This quarter brought to you by American Sun Control. 7:30 left to go here in the quarter. Entry pass. Now Gruce working on defense, and somehow Muir gets that shot up and over him. It was good defense from Gruce. Just a tough finish there. And on the floor, ball tip, knocked out of bounds on the sideline. It'll stay here with the Indians. Childs, Trusty, DePay, Gruce, and Northrop on the floor for School of the Osage as they're down by 1 here at the start of the second. This is DePay with it. He's going to get, not a screen from Gruce. He's going to hand it off to Gruce. Gruce will hand it off to Northrop. He'll step into the triple, right iron, no good. Rebound tracked down by Isaac Smith. And now Smith will bring it up for the Tigers. He's picked up by Northrop. Good look there for Noah, just couldn't get that one to fall. Mirror with it. Over on the wing to Groover. Now Boone back to Groover. Picked up by Trusty. The southpaw. Hands it off to Boone, who finishes the layup at the rim. Gruce came with the challenge, just couldn't quite get there. Noah, nice Euro step, can't get the shot to fall, gets his own rebound and put back, took some contact, no call, but keeps the game within 1. Nice job, Noah Northrop. 6:08 left to go here in the quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. Northrop on defense now against Smith. Hands it off to Boone. Boone picked up by Childs. Back to Smith, swung over to Gleason. He's got DePay in front of him. Comes off a screen from Maurer. Three-pointer up, no good. Long rebound comes out. Nice job by Gruce on the box out. Gives it over to Maverick. Maverick back behind the defense to Childs. Back to Trusty. Trusty dribbles in, takes some contact, splits 2 defenders, and gets the shot to fall. A tough shot there from the quarterback, but he gets it to go. 5:33, Osage back in front by 1, 19-18. Steve's favorite year. Always talking about the great things that happened in 1918. The World's Fair was being planned at that time. Layup no good from Boone. Childs down with the rebound. He kicks it up ahead to DePay, and DePay stops on a dime and gets the shot up and in. Might have shuffled his feet. No call. But he finishes at the rim to put Osage in front by 3, 21-18. This is Smith with it, picked up by Northrop. Nice job turning the turnover into points there by School of the Osage. Childs going to be called for the foul. Got his hand caught in the cookie jar there, working against Boone. .457 left to go. Blake the show, the Blake show. Harrison checks in. Sorry, channeling my Steve Adams there. 4:57 left here in the second. Steve's probably at home listening. Bottle of water in front of the fire. Got me pulled up on the TV. Lucky Steve. Three-pointer up in the corner from Groover, and he gets it to fall. Ties this one up at 21. DePay gets a step on Gleason. Now into the lane, kicks it out to Maverick. His three-pointer is up. Back iron off the top of the backboard. Ball knocked around. Groover comes down with it. Chance to put St. James back in front with 4.5 left to go here in the half. Jackson Long checked in on that last possession. Starters on the floor for the Indians. This is Smith working on Long. Picks up his dribble. Now gives it up top to Kerrer. Kerrer over to Groover. Ball knocked away. There's that tap back to Long. Gives it up ahead to Childs. Childs pump fakes. A ton of contact. And he goes down there. A lot of contact. Looks like a football play out there. And they're going to say free throws coming up for Childs. Take a look at Landon's stats on the season coming into tonight. That's a pretty good tackle, wasn't it? 2 free throws for the Menace here. 62 rebounds for Landon Childs. 24 steals coming into tonight. What he does for this Osage defense, these stats really can't even put that into perspective. Misses the free throw. I'm going to take these free throw stats off these placards. Just ridiculous. They're just, obviously they're a jinx. Second free throw, no good. Rebound comes down to St. James. And Gleason down the floor, lost a handle on it. Jackson Long picks it up for the Indians. Long up ahead to DePay. Behind his back, kicks it back out to Long. Long shoots the three, but he's blocked from behind by Gleason. Now Boone down the floor. Absorbs the contact, finishes at the rim, and puts St. James back in front. This back and forth action, a 2-point game for St. James. Childs pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Fight for the board. J.V. Muir has it. St. James with it with a 2-point lead. 3:38 left to go here in the second quarter. Brought to you by American Sun Control. And right to the rack, and another finish at the rim for St. James. Their largest lead of the night at 4, 25-21. Childs with it, gives it over to Maverick. Maverick working towards the baseline. A beautiful seal from Blake Harrison, and we've seen him do that multiple times this season, just giving the driver a lane to the basket. Makes it a 2-point game once again. Maverick Trusty having a pretty good first half here for School of the Osage. Going inside now, this is Gleason. He lost a handle on it, goes out of bounds off of St. James, back to School of the Osage. Substitution on the floor. This is Austin Bell checking in for the Tigers. They're keeping up that full court pressure. Hasn't really forced a lot of turnovers from School of the Osage. Just kind of been an annoyance to get School of the Osage into their offense. And they're just doing a full court man-to-man on DePay, trying to really hinder him from getting the offense going. Harrison fakes the handoff, and then just a little slow step right towards the basket, lulls his defender who just checked in into sleep, and then finishes at the rim. A beautiful job by Harrison. More points in the paint for him as he leads the Indians in that stat coming into tonight. Ties this one back up. So I gave the points to the wrong team there. We'll see if St. James scores here before I try and change it. It is 25-25. St. James with the basketball, coming up on 2 minutes to go here. Just see a lot of off-ball movement from St. James here tonight. They are really screening away from the basketball and cutting hard, trying to find lanes towards the basket. Now Boone lost a handle on it, a ton of contact, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Boone as he ran into DePay hard. And that'll come back to School of the Osage off that turnover. Boone will take a seat with his third foul. We'll see if that looms large for this Tiger team. He's done the lion's share of ball handling for this Tiger team. I'm just talking about all the Cats. Jaguars, Panthers. Oh my. This is Harrison with it. Hands it off to Trusty. Maverick off a screen inside to Harrison. Harrison pump fakes up and in. Once again, putting Osage back in front. More points in the paint for the point per game leader for the Indians. Blake Harrison coming up on 90 seconds to go in the corner. Good defense there from Jackson Long. Hands it off to Groover. Groover's floater is no good. Fight for the board. Somehow St. James comes down with it. Landon Childs takes it away. Kicks it up ahead to DePay. DePay across the timeline into the lane. Harrison spins. He's hit from behind on the arm, but he'll go to the line for free throws after the foul. And now this Osage offense clicking up a little bit. Timeout on the floor for St. James. We'll take one as well. Osage out in front by 2. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
Cool 102.7 and Osage Indians basketball. Now, back to the action on the court.
7:25 here in St. James, Missouri. Osage out in front. Osage on a 6-0 run here, and Blake Harrison fouled on that possession just before the timeout to put him at the free throw line. The in-arena announcer, his nickname's the Blake Show, man. You think... You know, I take this sheet of paper over with every player's nickname, and they just refuse to say it. First free throw good. I'm going to go down and talk to her at halftime. Maybe she'll be Steve's next trivia opponent. She seems like a nice lady. Just doesn't say the nicknames. Second free throw is good. Extends this lead out for Osage. 29-25. Both free throws good from Harrison. Call a foul out on the perimeter. I think that one might go on Northrop. That's going to be the second foul. Yeah, second foul on the Indians here in the quarter. And as the lovely lady said, that's his first personal foul. Ma'am, his nickname's Octane. Ma'am, I'll get her off the air. Get her when we take a break here at halftime. Maybe one of the people listening to me over there in the stands can go help that lady out. Down on the block, a beautiful block from Andrew Gruce. Now kick back up top. This is Smith with it. He pump fakes. Floater in the lane. Off the rim. No good. Gruce has it. Knocked away. Stokes comes up with it. Osage a chance to extend this lead here under a minute to go in the quarter. This is Harrison with it. Looking to go inside to Gruce. That lane taken away. Stokes, he'll step into the triple. Front iron, no good. A rebound comes down to Smith. Smith quickly down the floor. Splits 2 defenders. Scoop shot on the glass and good. Back down to 2. Stokes beats his defender, comes across the timeline. They'll hand it off to DePay. Osage with it, 20 seconds left. Harrison looking to go inside to Gruce. No lane there. Stokes off a screen. Outside to Gruce. Over to Northrop on the wing. Ton of contact over there. Now instead Northrop, he'll step into a triple. Can't get it to go. Rebound knocked away. Ball on the deck. Stokes comes up with it. 4 seconds left, trying to give it off to Gruce. And that's how the half will come to a close. Osage will take a 2-point lead into halftime here tonight, 29-27. Take a break. Come back with the Hy-Vee halftime show after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
The savings start at Hy-Vee. Head to your favorite Hy-Vee stores in Osage Beach, Jefferson City, Columbia, and Springfield and snag these unbeatable deals. Quench your thirst with Coca-Cola products. Buy 2, get 1 free. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, just $2.88 a pound. Don't forget your greens. Dole Premium salads are just $2.97. Keep an eye out for savings on Tyson Foods all month long at Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, Jefferson City, Columbia, and Springfield. Tradition runs in the family. Family vacation, family Sunday dinner, and family holiday gatherings. Lake of the Ozarks boaters find top quality boats and service at Kelly's Port. The same owner and manager for over 40 years. Now that's a tradition. Start your own family tradition on a new Regal boat or Bennington pontoon, backed by highly trained and certified technicians. Kelly's Port on Business 54 in Osage Beach, the marina on Dude Ranch Road, or online kellysport.com. Book your winterization now.
My car!
Life
comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Should have remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
The season's over, and it's a great time to inspect your dock for any damage. Dam Steel and CWD Supply have everything you'll need to get your dock back to like-new condition. From cables and clamps to bumpers and structural integrity, they've got you covered. Make sure your dock is ready before another season takes the toll. Located right on D Road in Osage Beach. Stop by or call them today. Dam Steel and CWD Supply. Your trusted steel and dock people since 1982. Don't wait. Schedule your dock inspection now. You're listening to Osage Indians basketball. KQUL Lake Ozark. It's the halftime show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in St. James, Missouri, Craig Allen with Maya back in the studio for us tonight. Gave Steve the night off. And then I've got Blaine Sperling working the camera for me here tonight, doing a great job so far. All I've heard is positive feedback from Mr. Sperling and his ability with the camera here tonight. You know, I know that you're big into sports, but you might have a real career here with this camera stuff. Do you think possibly? Well, no, he's just getting too cocky about it, Maya. I don't know about this anymore. Halftime here in St. James, a 2-point lead for School of the Osage, 29-27 after 2 quarters of play. And these teams have been very back and forth. The largest lead, I think, was 4 for both teams tonight at times, and just kind of even paced right now. Osage just looked a little discombobulated at times on the offensive end. Jackson Long hasn't got a chance to get any shots up. Only 2 shot attempts, I believe, in that first half for Long. He's coming off a 31-point game against Salem a couple weeks ago. So you have to kind of look at Osage and see what times this season and say if they're able to kind of get going on the offensive end and start hitting some perimeter shots, they have a chance to walk this lead out. We saw the game be close against Salem a couple weeks ago as well, and then Osage used a big third quarter to walk that lead out and take a big advantage against Salem. On the defensive end, St. James doing a lot of cutting away from the basketball. I've said that multiple times here tonight, where St. James is just moving away from the basketball. They're giving their guys back screen, trying to hit these backdoor cuts and find guys moving towards the basket. They have not done a lot of their damage from the perimeter. Not to say they haven't hit perimeter shots, because they have hit a couple, but a lot of what St. James is trying to do offensively is get towards the basket, get guys moving towards the basket, and try and finish within 5 feet of the rim. We'll see what changes Osage wants to make on the defensive side of the basketball on the interior to take that away from them. And I think on offense, it's just a matter of slowing down, moving the basketball more, and just trying to slow down. I think a lot of what we've seen, if you watch this broadcast back on MoSportsZone or on YouTube at MoSportsZone, if you watch this broadcast back tomorrow or at some later time, you'll see on offense here in the first half, just going too fast at times are the Indians, and it's really kind of cost School of the Osage some turnovers and a chance to extend this lead out to bigger than it is right now. That being said, still 29-27, a 2-point lead for School of the Osage here in St. James. Our next broadcast will come to you live on Thursday night at home at School of the Osage. It's community night. So come out if you're a part of the community. And if you're not a part of the community, you have to stay home and listen to me. Them's the rules. I don't make them. No, if you're not a part of the community, please come out to community night and be there, as the Osage Indians will take on the Buffalo Bison. And I know what you're thinking. The Buffalo Bison. That's so redundant, Craig. I know. But really isn't Osage Indians in a way? Think about it, Maya. Hear you laughing back there in the studio. So the Indians will take on the Bison on a Thursday night, and then they'll be back home next Tuesday night to kick off Tri-County Conference play against the California Pintos. Of course, Martin Luther King Day on Monday. I don't have to work. Maya, do you have to work? All right. Well, that makes two of us. Let's hang out on Monday. We'll talk about all the great stuff that happens at community night when Osage takes on a team that is named after itself, the Buffalo Bison, on Thursday night. And then the California Pintos, that's a type of horse, folks, so don't bother looking that up. Not playing beans or anything like that. We're playing against horses next Tuesday night and bison on Thursday. Really taking a trip of the wildlife of Missouri here in the next couple games. When we rescheduled this game against the Tigers. We have another rescheduled game against another Tiger team. A lot of Tiger teams. And I want to talk about this. These Tiger teams that we're playing, Salem, St. James, Stoutland, they all have the exact same logo. It just has different colors on it. What are we doing? Now, I get that they're just using the Missouri Tiger logo, and I guess that's good to pay an homage, but a blue tiger, a red tiger, Stoutland's like purple and yellow. Surely we can find another Tiger logo. I challenge the Tiger teams of Missouri to find another Tiger logo. And there are people out there, we've finally done it, Maya. We've finally done it. People are wanting to hear, "Are you smarter than Steve?" because they just want me to be quiet about this. So we have actually made people want to hear, "Are you smarter than Steve?" It is the first time for everything. Normally people absolutely tune it out and turn it off, but with no Steve here tonight, I guess I win by default, Maya, so I am officially smarter than Steve since he's not here. And we've made people miss that segment. Well, good news, folks. It'll be back Thursday night. And we'll see if anyone is smarter than Steve. He is undefeated in 2025. And when I told him who his opponent might be tonight, he said, "I don't feel like coming in to the game." So he might have been scared of whoever he was going to face tonight. But instead, he remains 1-0 in 2025. Of course, Steve's New Year's resolution to win every Are You Smarter Than Steve segment in 2025. And so far, keeping up with that resolution. I was looking to break my 41-year streak of not going to the gym. And you'll be happy to know that streak continues to live on into 2025. The 41-year streak of never going to a gym, alive and well for Craig Allen. And I hope you folks keep me honest. If you see me in a gym, you tell me, "Get out of there. Get yourself over to Applebee's or McDonald's or anywhere else." Keep me out of the gym. That's my resolution. Third quarter about to get underway here for School of the Osage. They've got a 2-point lead over the St. James Tigers as we get set for second half action. Someone just texted me and said, "Is Maya your imaginary friend?" Boy, it sure feels like it sometimes. But you know what? I'm fine with that because the imaginary friend Maya likes all my jokes. Just laughing in my headset the whole time. Again, shout out to Blaine Sperling, future cameraman. I think next year we don't even go out for sports, Blaine. We just focus on your camera work. I'll talk to your dad. All right. We'll make it work. Third quarter action about to get underway. Starters on the floor for School of the Osage. That's Maverick Trusty, Blake Harrison, Jackson Long, Dane DePay, and Landon Childs. Thanks to everyone who toughed it out in that halftime. It's tough to do this whole broadcast without Steve, but certainly tough to do halftime. And there's a turnover on the very first play. Slid that pivot foot. And James Naismith says, against the rules of basketball. But he would still have us playing with peach baskets and an old leather basketball. So I don't know about that so much. Harrison hands it off to Trusty, comes off the screen, gives it over to Long. Long inside, Harrison, but Harrison has to come out to get it. Now Maverick with it on the wing, picked up by Groover. Harrison, nice spin move into the lane, hands it off for Childs, who can't finish at the rim. A fight for the rebound. Jackson Long comes up with it. Finds DePay on the wing. DePay dribbles, picks it up. Now Osage will reset here. Nice offensive rebound from Jackson Long. He hands it off to Trusty. Trusty getting right to the rim, scoop shot up, can't get it to go, but a blocking foul will put him at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Maverick going to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Here's Trusty's stats for the season coming in 2 tonight. 69.2% free throw shooter. And the first one is good from the quarterback. You see how to do that? That's a quarterback making that. That could be you. Instead, you're here doing camera work. Second free throw good. Makes it a 4-point game, 31-27. Maverick having himself a pretty good game here tonight. 9 points for Trusty. Season average of 6.4. Three-pointer, or that's just a 2-pointer for Groover, but he gets it to go, brings the lead back down to 2. Now back the way, Long. He'll step into a 3-pointer and get it to go, and maybe Jackson Long can get going from the perimeter. Makes it a 5-point lead, largest lead of the night for the Indians. The sharpshooter Jackson Long with the triple. 34-29. Boone goes right to the basket. Good defense from Harrison, just straight up denies the basket, but the rebound knocked around. Groover comes up with it. Spin shot in the lane, can't get it to go. Harrison down with the board. Hands it off to DePay. DePay wants to move quickly up the floor. Between his legs, right to left. Osage will reset as Gleason picks him. Now Harrison with it up top. Over to Maverick. Maverick looking for Childs. He has it. 6:21 left to go here in the third. Brought to you by Elite Roofing and Siding. This is Long with it. Right to left. Gives it over to Harrison. Harrison pump fakes the three. Goes right to the basket. Takes a ton of contact. Ball knocked out of bounds. Off of St. James. Stays here with the Indians. 34-29. 6:11 left to go in the third. Baseline inbound coming up for School of the Osage. DePay will inbound it. Goes into Long. Long out to DePay. DePay working the baseline. Gives it to Harrison. They're going to say DePay stepped on that baseline, so turnover back to St. James. 6:06 left to go here in the third. Boone gives it over to Kyer. Gleason spins into the lane, picks up his dribble. 3 seconds, 4 seconds. How many seconds are you allowed in there? Must be a smidge more than whatever he was in there for. Gleason gets it on the wing, and his three-pointer is up and in. And that brings them back into it. 34-32, a 2-point game once again. Childs kicks it out to Long on the wing. His three-pointer is up and rims around and does not fall. Did everything but go in there for the sharpshooter. And instead, rebound comes down to St. James. This is Boone with it. He's got 3 fouls, as well as Isaiah Kyer. Groover inside, shot up, no good. Rebound tipped around. Somehow DePay comes up with it. DePay quickly across the timeline behind his back. Gives it over to Maverick. He'll step into a three-pointer. Back iron, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Childs. Dribbles off his foot. Ball on the deck, given over to Groover. Groover back behind the pack. Long just puts his hand on the basketball and forces a jump ball. Good defense there from Jackson Long. Keeps the lead at 2. Groover had the numbers advantage, just could not finish at the rim. Good defense there from Long. 34-32, full court pressure still here from School of the Osage. Childs cuts, gets the basketball. Gives it back to Maverick. Oh no, goes behind Maverick, but DePay tracks it down and picks it up. Kicks it out to Long on the wing. Long beats his man into the lane. Float shot off the glass. Long rebound comes out. Harrison has it. Harrison kicks it over to DePay. Long wide open in the corner. His three-pointer is up and good. School of the Osage. Offensive rebound. Moving the basketball. Jackson Long hits the triple. The sharpshooter was 6 here in the quarter to extend this lead back to 5, 37-32. This is Boone with it. Ton of contact. They're going to call a blocking foul on Trusty. Maybe they're saying he just didn't quite get there in enough time, but he took enough contact to certainly justify an offensive foul. And instead of the block called on Maverick, that's going to be his first of the night. You think that was a charge? My cameraman. And he's the one, he gets a bird's eye view of it, folks. 4:13 left to go here in the quarter. Gleason Travels, finishes at the rim. Makes the lead 3 once again, 37-34. This is DePay with it. Gives it over to Childs. Childs back over to DePay. Osage will reset here. DePay coming off a set of screens and then just beats his man right to the basket. Can't finish the reverse layup. Boone down with the rebound. Kicks it back behind the defense. This is Gleason. Good defense once again from Long. Fight for the rebound. Ball knocked around off St. James. Back to School of the Osage. You saw it right here. Right in front of us. Blaine Sperling jumped out of fear. Out of the way. Don't worry. I will protect you, okay? I will make sure that ball will not hit you or this camera. Those of you watching on MoSportsZone saw that ball coming right in towards them. Miscommunication off the inbound. And St. James scores the easy basket to make it a 1-point game. And that's really the first time tonight that this full court pressure has forced a turnover, and they turn that turnover into points. Harrison going coast to coast, pump fakes, gets his man off the floor, and then shoots the basket. Doesn't go. He'll go to the line for 2. And it looks like he might have come down a little hobbled there on another player's foot. Hopefully he's okay. Here's Harrison's stats coming into tonight's game. 13.9 points per game, leads the Indians. Also led the Indians in points in the paint coming into tonight. And he's got a fair share more of those as well. Probably leads the Indians in that stat tonight, as a matter of fact. 38-36 as that one falls. 3:23 left to go here in the third quarter, brought to you by Elite Roofing and Siding. One more free throw coming up for Harrison. And he gets that one to go, adds to this Osage lead, makes it 3 points once again, 39-36. St. James coming right into your living room if you're watching at home. Gleason swung around. This is Groover with it. St. James will reset. Long out on Groover. Ball goes in the corner to Gleason. Groover has it, picks up his dribble, looking for help, finds Bell. Bell kicks it out to Groover. His three-pointer is up, rims around, doesn't fall. Gleason down with the rebound and the easy put back at the rim. Makes the lead 1. Now throwing back behind the defense. Noah Northrup avoids the contact. Oh, man, did not hit him flush, but they call the offensive foul on Noah Northrup. Not a great call there, as it seemed like Noah did a good job of avoiding getting the contact flush, but instead he's called for the offensive foul, and now St. James has a chance to take this lead back here in the third quarter. 2:37 left to go. Gleason with it. Up top to Muir. Groover to Smith. Smith working on Northrup, picks up his dribble at 15, hands it off to Gleason. Step back, shot up, no good. Fight for the board, ball knocked around. A lot of contact in the lane. I think they're going to call that one on Harrison. That'll be his second. Ball will stay here. It'll be a baseline inbound. Third foul on School of the Osage in this quarter. Baseline inbound coming up. Bruce, Harrison, DePay, Northrup, Trusty on the floor for the Indians. 2:12 left to go here in the third. Brought to you by Elite Roofing and Siding. Off the inbound, Gleason with it. Up top to Groover. Ball goes inside. This is Smith working on Bruce. Tough shot, can't get it to go. Weak side rebound comes down to DePay. He wants to move, finds Bruce back behind the defense, and he finishes with the left hand. Nice job by the facilitator. Good finish by Bruce at the rim to put the lead back at 3, 41-38. Northrup on defense, making it tough for Smith. Goes over to Bell. Now Gleason with it on the wing, picked up by DePay. Into the lane. Tough left-hand shot off the rim. No good. Maverick Trusty there for the rebound. He's trying to kick it up ahead to Northrup and puts it just a step out in front of him, and it's a turnover back to St. James. A good idea, just off the outstretched fingertips of Northrup, a turnover back to St. James. Lead stays at 3, 41-38, 1:35 left to go here in the quarter. Smith into the lane, out to Bell. Bell loses a handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds. They say off DePay. It'll stay here with St. James. Baseline inbound coming up for the Tigers. 1:25 left to go here in the third. A 3-point lead for the Indians. Smith on the inbound. Looking for Groover, nothing doing there. Gives it over to Gleason. Gleason back to Groover. Pump fakes the three. Now he dribbles in. 18-footer, back iron, no good. Ball goes right to Gruce. Gruce has it, kicks it over to DePay. DePay to Trusty on the wing. Pump fakes the three. Now back out to DePay, wide open on the wing. His three-pointer is up and good. Great ball movement from the Indians, and they extend this lead to 6, their biggest lead of the night. That extra pass from Trusty helps DePay get the open triple to fall and makes the lead 6, 44-38. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Osage with their biggest lead of the night, 44-38. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
KQUL, Lake Ozark. Tired of settling for low CD rates at your bank? Lock in a great rate at First Bank of the Lake today. We offer some of the best CD rates in the nation. CDs make saving a cinch. They combine security with great investment returns. Don't miss out. Maximize your savings with a secure, high-yield CD. Check out our rates at fblake.bank and lock in a great CD rate today with First Bank of the Lake. Member FDIC. See bank for details.
High-Tech Collision and Auto Body Repair has been servicing the Lake area and Central Missouri for over 30 years. High-Tech is always here for you, and they tow 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. High-Tech offers the best in complete collision repair and is the Lake's one-stop shop. Accidents are scary, but the repairs shouldn't be. A proud supporter of our Lake community and Camdenton and Osage basketball. Go Lakers! Go Indians! Go High-Tech! Call 348-9070 when you need them. This is Osage Indians basketball. Back to the game. Back to the game on Cool 102.7.
44-38, the largest lead of the night for the School of the Osage Indians. A timeout on the floor for St. James as the catalyst, Dane DePay, leading the charge for School of the Osage and extending this lead for them. St. James with the basketball, looking to cut into this lead now. And this is Gleason with it. Goes back up top to Smith, swung around, Groover has it, three-pointer up, front iron, no good. Gruce does a great job tracking down that board. Gives it over to DePay. DePay beats his man, now pulls back, finds Northrop on the wing. Northrop pump fakes the three, dribbles in, tries to hand it off. Instead it gets around to Gruce, and he can't get the shot to fall. Did everything but go down. St. James down with the rebound. This is Smith back behind the defense, hands it off to Groover. Groover up top to Boone. His three-pointer is up, right iron, no good. Harrison tracks down the board, and it goes over to Gruce. Nice job there by the Indians. Trusty behind his back, hands it off to DePay. DePay gets a screen. Goes past his man, goes right to the rack. Tough shot on the rim, can't get it to go. Boone comes down with the rebound, and he'll put up the shot as time expires. Off the front of the rim, no good. Osage will take a 6-point lead into the final quarter. 44-38, take a break, back with the final quarter after this. Listen to Cool 102.7 Sports.
When disaster strikes, count on the one team that can restore your home and give you peace of mind. U.S. Disaster Restoration. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week emergency service. They're the team you can trust in one phone call. 573-552-1972. They specialize in water, mold, fire, trauma, and storm damage. 573-552-1972. A proud supporter of the Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians. U.S. Disaster Restoration. Look them up online and Facebook. Aye, Captain! The seas of the Ozarks are too rough! Me and crew can't secure the screens and railings! She'll never be installed right! She ain't sturdy, Captain! Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control. Back to Osage Indians basketball on Cool 102.7.
Fourth quarter about to get underway. Here's School of the Osage with their largest lead of the night, 44-38 over the St. James Tigers. Craig Allen alongside my cameraman for the night, Blaine Sperling. Part of that freshman team for School of the Osage, picked up the win earlier tonight, as well as the junior varsity getting the win. Osage would love to get a three-win night here tonight at St. James. 44-38, they are out in front right now. as St. James tries to set up their offense and look a little scattered here on their first possession of the fourth quarter. This is Gleason with it, and again, picks up his dribble way away from the basket, trying to go inside. Harrison knocks the ball away. A lot of contact there. St. James comes up with it. And again, another potential 5-second call, but instead it's going to be a timeout. A long time over here with the basketball. And they don't get the turnover, but they do force the timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. And I'll tell you that our next broadcast will be Thursday night at School of the Osage Community Night as the Indians take on the Buffalo Bison. Now, those are really the only two ways that you can say that animal's name, Buffalo or Bison. And they got them both on lockdown. The Buffalo Bison in town Thursday night for Community Night at School of the Osage. See if Osage can take another win here tonight and move on to Thursday night. And then the Indians will be home next Tuesday night for the California Pintos. Blaine Sperling asked me if he could put the other headset on, and I told him he could, but I muted the microphone. I didn't want anything crazy happening here tonight. He said he had aspirations to be the next Craig Allen. I said that's impossible. And said you can get close though. Gleason shot no good. DePay down with the rebound. Kicks it up ahead to Trusty. Back behind the defense. Trusty stops on a dime. Picks up his dribble looking for help. Goes back up top to DePay out near the half-court line. He's picked up by Boone. Osage resets their offense here. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth. Hands it off to Maverick. Now hands it off to DePay. DePay right to left. Spin move into the lane. Ton of contact. Floater up and in with his offhand. And Osage now has their biggest lead of the night at 8. And a ton of contact there, and Boone really selling that one and did not get the call for it. But you set yourself up for the next call. That's what they say. We'll see if he gets the charge on the next one. Instead, it's an 8-point lead for Osage, 6.5 to go. This quarter brought to you by United Rentals. Ball swung around. Gleason working the baseline. Good help defense there from Harrison. Ball kicked up top to Groover. Groover trying to go back behind the defense to Mirror. And Trusty knocks it out of bounds. Don't see the quarterback with many defensive deflections, do you, Sperling? He's shaking his head no in agreement. Which doesn't make a lot of sense that you would shake your head no in agreement, but here it makes sense, folks. Off the inbound, Gleason has it. Gets past Childs, goes right to the basket, and the finger roll falls for him. And look for the defensive pressure to ramp up here from the Tigers as this game winds down. DePay, he just goes right to the rim, can't get it to fall. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. 46-40 score on the board. As DePay, here's his stats for the season coming into tonight. 10 points per game, 55 rebounds, a 61% free throw shooter. Do you see why he's 61%? Because you round down. Normally that's something I would have to explain to Steve. When it's less than 5, you know what? We'll talk about it off there. First free throw, no good. Second one coming up. 46-40, substitution on the floor. Boone checks back in for the Tigers. And now Gleason will take a seat. He's got, oh, never mind, I missed how many fouls he had. That's Steve's job. Second free throw, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Harrison has it and brings it down and in. Nice job. Leader of offensive rebounds. Leader for points in the paint for the Indians, and there's a few more. Coming back the other way, the harm and the basket as Carrier gets it and finishes, and a chance to cut into this lead. As Carrier just came right into your homes, folks, with this camera view. Free throw is good, and that makes it a 5-point game. St. James will not go away. Osage going to have to work hard to put them away here tonight. Trusty has it, picks up his dribble, looking for help. Finds DePay, cutting to the basket. He goes right to the rim, can't finish. But once again, he'll go to the line for 2 free throws, where he's not been great tonight. And that's called a reverse jinx. We hope. Two free throws coming up for DePay. Nope, I made it worse, Blaine. Osage has missed quite a few free throws tonight. I don't have the number, but if they had made them, this lead would easily be double digits. That's 4 straight missed free throws for the Indians. And DePay coming back the other way. Smith right down the floor. Can't finish at the rim. DePay down with the rebound. Lead stays at 5. Back behind the defense. Maverick has it. Kicks it over to Childs. Childs, they're going to say, shuffled his feet. He did. He caught it and then just had a small hesitation before he took off. And when he did take off, they consider that to be a travel. 48-43, 5:32 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by United Rentals. St. James looking to cut into this lead. A 3-0 run right now to make it a 5-point game. Groover shot up off the glass and good, and that will cut into it. Makes it a 3-point game. Back behind the defense, Jackson Long. Tough shot from him up off the glass and got it to go. The sharpshooter finishing at the rim that time over Muir. A 5-point lead once again, 50-45. This is Smith with it. Now Boone coming off a screen. Good defense from Childs. I say that right as they call the foul on Childs. It looked like good defense. That's going to be the second on Childs, second in the quarter for the Indians. 5 minutes exactly left to go in this 5-point game. 50-45 here in the fourth quarter. Osage stays in man-to-man off this inbounds. Smith back behind the defense. This is Groover, picked up by Long. We've seen Groover hit a couple shots here tonight for the Tigers. Came into tonight as their leading scorer and leading shot taker. So he's a guy to watch as this game winds down. Boone with it now, picked up by Childs. He's going to get a screen. Nope, working away from it. Boone hands it off. Trying to go inside. That ball knocked away off Osage, and it'll stay here with the Tigers. 4:34 left to go here in the fourth. 30 seconds off the clock in that possession. Muir couldn't handle it, and DePay knocks it away. It's a baseline inbound. Osage usually switches to a 2-3 zone off these baseline inbounds. So we'll see what the defensive change does. Off the inbound, Harrison read it as they were trying to go inside to Groover. Groover giving up about 6 inches to Harrison, who tips it away out of bounds. It'll be another, this time they say a sideline inbound. The worst and weirdest place to inbound it. They get it in, though. Ball goes back to Smith in the corner. Picks up his dribble, finds Boone. Back to Smith. 2-man game in a very short area over here on the right side of the floor. 4:24 left in the fourth quarter. This is Boone with it. He's going to work, nope, away from the screen. Dribbles in, lost a handle on it. They're going to call a foul. Didn't look like a ton of contact there, but apparently enough to draw the foul. So another baseline inbound coming up. Third foul on the Indians here in the quarter. Coming up on about halfway through the fourth. Off the inbound, Smith has it. Looking to go inside, and there just screens and then pivots inside. The finish by Muir. DePay with it in this 3-point game. Kicks it over to Maverick. Back up top to DePay. DePay with it. Trying to create some space, finds Maverick on the wing. He'll step into the triple, back iron, no good, weak side rebound. Comes down to the Tigers, throwing back behind the defense. This is Smith going one-on-one against DePay. A ton of contact, but good defense there from DePay. Trusty down with the weak side rebound. Finds Jackson Long back behind the defense. He'll pull up, step into a 3, back iron, no good. Long rebound, tracked down by Smith for the Tigers. He's quickly picked up by Childs. Kicks it up ahead to Boone. He's got DePay in front of him, right to left. And Boone can't finish at the rim. Harrison has the rebound. Ball knocked away. Groover has it and finishes. Now Jackson Long back behind the defense. A 1-point game. Long with it. Gives it over to DePay. 3:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Trusty on the wing. Looking to go inside, nothing doing there. DePay with it up top, swung over to Long. He's wide open. He'll step into the 3. Back iron, no good. Harrison with the offensive rebound, tries to dribble and go back up with it. Ball goes off his foot, turnover back to the Tigers. Groover has it, dribbles it off his back, can't keep it. Trusty on defense. Groover back behind the defense and finishes at the rim. Puts St. James in front by 1, 51-50. Under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. Long gets it on the wing, dribbles in, picks up his dribble, finds Childs. Now Trusty on the wing. He'll put up the triple. Back iron, no good. Fight for the board. Ball goes out of bounds off St. James. Stays here with the Indians. Osage is going to have to work the ball inside out if they want to get good looks and get those to fall. I think the ball needs to go into Harrison here a few times on the block, see what he can do for the offense. Gruce and Northrup check in as Long and Childs take a seat here. 2:43 left to go off the inbounds. Trying to go inside to Gruce. That ball knocked away and stolen. Smith has it, and he's called for the double dribble as he had it, lost it, or at least he thought he lost it, and then tried to take off down the floor. A turnover. 2:39 left to go. Another inbound coming up on the baseline for the Indians. Off the inbound, Maverick in the corner, three-pointer up, front iron, no good, rebound tipped around. Groover has it, throws it back behind the defense to Smith, who lost his footing and steps out of bounds. So an opportunity squandered there by the Tigers, and Osage will get the ball back. DePay. And now they bring a double team over. Harrison has it. Harrison very patient. DePay gets through a defender, and they're going to call a blocking foul. Just the third foul of the quarter for the Tigers. Both teams with 3, 2 more, and each team will be shooting free throws. Northup will inbound it from the sideline. 1-point lead for St. James. Trusty with it on the wing. Thought about the three. Now brings it back in. Picks up his dribble, looking for help. Timeout on the floor by Coach Henshaw as Trusty had nowhere to go with it. Full timeout. We'll take one as well. Our last one of the night. 2:12 left to go here in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Does your home need a new look? A new roof or siding could be the perfect solution, and Elite Roofing and Siding is here to help. Be assured you will receive excellent customer service, as our factory-trained installers will deliver a quality product on time and on budget. Now is the perfect time to upgrade the exterior of your home, so call us at 302 Roof for all of your roofing and siding needs. Elite Roofing and Siding, proudly serving the lake for more than 20 years.
Cool 102.7 and Osage Indians basketball. Now, back to the action on the court.
2:12 left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. St. James, Missouri. Osage down by 1, 51-50, live on MoSportsZone.com or the MoSportsZone app, or live on YouTube. Search MoSportsZone on there, and you can find this behind the backboard view that Blaine Sperling is giving us tonight, my cameraman for the night. And God bless him. It's hard enough calling this game by yourself, but do the camera work and the score and entertain Mr. Sperling. It's a full boat. My imaginary friend Maya back in the studio. Baseline inbound coming up for the Indians as they're down by 1. Coming off this timeout, let's see what Osage does. Off the inbounds, goes to Trusty, to Northrup. Northrup to DePay. Maverick on the wing. Thought about the three, now we'll take the three. Front iron, no good. Northrup, weak side rebound, can't finish. Gruce is there for the rebound putback, and he can't get it to go, but he's fouled and will get the line for 2. Gruce, a 55% free throw shooter. 8.2 points per game for the Indians this season. Can't quite get it to fall. Trusty will take a seat as Jackson Long checks in. Second free throw bounces and will not fall. Gleason down with the rebound for the Tigers. Under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Smith with it. And they are going to be patient with the basketball here. Groover with it, picked up by Long. Now Smith has Northup in front of him. Back over to Boone. Just playing a three-man weave game. Now denying the basketball. Boone has it. Gets past the defender, goes to the rim, a blocking foul, and 2 free throws coming up. Clock down to 1:25 after that possession. And they have 3 guys that feel like they can handle the basketball in situations like this. So they're staying out near half court and just playing a 3-man weave out there. And finally, Boone goes to the basket, misses the first free throw. Second free throw. Back iron, no good. Gruce down with the board, hands it off to DePay. DePay with it, 1:20 left to go. Working on Gleason. Just discombobulated on offense here. This is Gruce with it. Going right to Boone. Shot on the rim. Can't get it to fall. Muir down with it. And then Gruce called for the foul off the rebound. So free throws coming up as that's the 5th team foul here in the 4th quarter. Childs will check in as Gruce will take a seat. Two free throws for JV Muir. Back iron, no good. Excuse me, Trusty will check in as Gruce stays out there and Northrop will take a seat. .107 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Both teams shooting free throws down the stretch. Muir has one more free throw. And he gets that one to go, makes it a 2-point game. DePay with it, coming up on a minute to go here in the quarter. Gives it over to Harrison. Harrison trying to lull Muir to sleep. Gets underneath the basket, looking for some help, finds DePay. Trying to work towards the baseline. 50 seconds to go, Osage will reset here. Gruce with it. Hands it off to Trusty. Harrison to Long. Foul away from the basketball, so it's going to be free throws coming up. And I got to tell you, the way that play was being set up, Jackson Long was about to come off a double screen. So this might actually be a better case scenario for the Tigers, the way the Indians have shot free throws tonight. I wouldn't be too upset with this. 40 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Gruce at the line for 2. First free throw up and in. Makes it a 1-point game, 51-52. Jackson Long takes a seat as Northrop checks in. Probably offense to defense at this point. One more free throw for Gruce. Rims around, doesn't go. DePay there for the offensive rebound and the putback. Puts the Indians in front by 53-52. Right place, right time for the Catalyst. Now St. James on offense, under 30 seconds left. A timeout on the floor. A full timeout. We'll take one as well. Osage up by 1, 27 seconds left. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Attention all contractors, homeowners, and equipment enthusiasts. United Rentals has everything you need. That's right. And if they don't, they'll go to work to find it or order the piece of equipment that you need. With one of the largest fleets in the country, they carry everything from man lifts and telehandlers to skid steers and excavators. United Rentals not only rents, they sell used equipment as well. Looking for equipment service? Look no further than United Rentals to take care of your fleet. Take Highway 42 to Blue Ridge Road. United Rentals, helping you build the future.
This is Osage Indians basketball. Back to the game. Back to the game on Cool 102.7.
A missed free throw from Andrew Gruce, an offensive rebound from DePay, and the putback, and Osage finds themselves in front by 1, 53-52 here in the 4th quarter. 27 seconds left in this one. St. James has the basketball, down by 1, and this has been a back-and-forth affair all night. Largest lead of the night, I believe, got up to 8 at one point for School of the Osage before St. James came fighting back. St. James' biggest lead of the night, I believe, is 5 or 6 points. So really 2 evenly matched teams going back and forth here, and it's going to come down to these final few possessions. We'll see what St. James has drawn up here. Down by 1. Blaine, would you foul? Yeah. It's something to think about. It's not as if St. James has shown the ability to step up to the line and hit free throws, but you have the lead, so you don't need to put yourself in that kind of situation. Northrop, DePay, Trusty, Childs, and Harrison on the floor for the Indians. Smith coming off a screen, working on Northrop. Ton of contact, no call. This is Groover with it. Spins in on Maverick. goes left, picks up his dribble, floater shot up and in, 13 seconds left to go. Ton of contact, a steal off the inbound. There was stoppage on the floor. They say the basket is good, and an absolute madness to end the game. St. James will get the victory. The whistle has blown. The referees talk about it. The referee blew the whistle and then claimed it was an inadvertent whistle. That allows St. James to get the basket after the steal off the inbound. Absolute madness down the stretch here from the referees in this game, and St. James is going to pick up a 1-point win, 56-55 over the School of the Osage Indians. And that is a tough one for this Indian team to have to deal with. We'll take a break, come back with the post-game show, talk to Coach Baumstar, get you set for Thursday night. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Sold-out crowd at Remax Arena at Lake of the Ozarks, and Winter Shelton's got 5 seconds left to win this deal. Can they pull it off? Inbound passes to Shelton at the top of the key. They try to double team him. Shelton crosses over the competition with some razzle-dazzle. 2-1. He shoots the game winner, and it's Winter Shelton for the win!
Shelton is crushing it.
When buying a home or real estate, put the ball in Winter Shelton's hands for the game winner.
Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
The savings start at Hy-Vee. Head to your favorite Hy-Vee stores in Osage Beach, Jefferson City, Columbia, and Springfield and snag these unbeatable deals. Quench your thirst with Coca-Cola products. Buy 2, get 1 free. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, just $2.88 a pound. And don't forget your greens. Dole Premium salads are just $2.97. Keep an eye out for savings on Tyson Foods all month long at Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, Jefferson City, Columbia, and Springfield. Tradition runs in the family. Family vacation, family Sunday dinner, and family holiday gatherings. Lake of the Ozarks boaters find top quality boats and service at Kelly's Port. The same owner and manager for over 40 years. Now that's a tradition. Start your own family tradition on a new Regal boat or Bennington pontoon, backed by highly trained and certified technicians. Kelly's Port on Business 54 in Osage Beach, the marina on Dude Ranch Road, or online kellysport.com. Book your winterization now.
My car!
Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Shoulda remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
Game analysis, stats, and more. It's Osage Indians basketball. And this is the postgame show on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in St. James, Missouri, this one in the books. Final score 56-55. St. James gets the victory. A wild sequence of events to end the game here, and Osage winds up taking the 1-point loss. Joining me now for the postgame show, Coach Baumstar. And Coach, you and I spoke off the air, and we said a lot of eyes and a lot of talk is going to be about the last few seconds of this game, but there's a lot of sequences throughout this game, and I know it's not any one possession. Each possession counts, and Osage had their chances to put this one away at times and just could not get the shots to fall whenever they needed them to.
Yeah, we didn't lose this game in the last 5 seconds. We missed some free throws. We missed some wide open layups. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot the whole fourth quarter with our shot selection, and really all night we just couldn't stay in front of anybody one-on-one. I thought the first half, we did a pretty good job of kind of shutting some guys down, but they kind of went downhill in the second half, and we just couldn't stay in front of people and started fouling and taking risks that, stuff we've kind of we've kind of stopped doing and have started, playing really good defense and playing with each other. And I thought tonight was a lot of one-on-one, just trying to stop people by ourselves and not really trusting each other. So, we can talk about the last couple seconds, but we didn't play well enough to win this game.
It felt like on the offensive side, just really couldn't get any momentum going. Largest lead was 8 of the night for both teams, and it was just kind of back and forth, and every time it felt like Osage could kind of creep that lead out, just miss some key shots and miss some opportunities and just kind of allowed St. James to get back into it.
Yeah, I would say us two teams are very similar in how physical we play. They've got some really athletic guards that can handle, but they can play really good defense too. And I thought Dane to played really well for us tonight, just getting downhill and kind of setting the tone
19
and things like that. And Blake Harrison inside really helped us too. And I thought we could have fed him a little more. And that kind of goes back to our shot selection and just not trying to be the hero, but trying to play team basketball. And I thought we kind of fell into, I'm going to be the guy that kind of takes over kind of in the fourth quarter, and we really didn't play for each other. We wanted to do a little more one-on-one stuff, and so it's definitely stuff to work. It's tough. Practicing all week and things like that, and having snow days, but I'm glad. I think we kind of needed a game like this where we really didn't deserve to win this game, but we had plenty of chances to do it. And it starts on the defensive end, and we just didn't bring it today.
Yeah, how's Osage bounce back from this result here tonight to work towards Thursday night?
Well, I think tomorrow's practice has got to be huge. Of course, going back to school for the first time in a month will be a challenge, I think, energy-wise, but and a tough bus ride. But definitely just that we've got to turn on the tape and show them what they did. I just don't think we played our best basketball, and St. James played really well, and they did not go away. We had them down by probably 8 in the fourth quarter, and we just couldn't put them away. And so kudos to them for playing their butts off, and we've got to learn how to finish, and Thursday's a great opportunity for us to do that.
That's Coach Baumstark joining us here for the post-game show, and Coach, we'll talk to you on
Appreciate
Thursday.
it, guys.
Thank you. Again, final score tonight, 56-55 St. James, the 1-point win over School of the Osage. And again, a wild sequence of events to end this one. A potential timeout being called and then taken back on the fly, a referee blowing the whistle and then taking back the whistle blow. Just a wild sequence of events down the stretch. But again, as Coach Baumstark said, you don't lose the game on any one possession, but it certainly felt like the potential of that here tonight, as it is a tough loss for the School of the Osage Indians. They moved to 8-3 on the season as we get set for Thursday night back home at School of the Osage against the Buffalo Bison. Mills & Sons Insurance MVP of the game tonight. I'm going to go with Dane DePay, 19, and as Coach Baumstark said, doing a great job of just kind of facilitating that offense, getting to the basket, driving towards the rim, and really opening up that Osage offense at times throughout the game, playing big, causing turnovers, and finishing down at the basket. Of course, Blake Harrison, a great game as well, finishing in double digits, and he was doing work on the inside. Came into tonight leading the Indians in points in the paint, and that will certainly continue with what he scored here tonight. But unfortunately, the Indians will take the loss here tonight, a 1-point loss, 56-55. We'll be back on Thursday. MoSportsZone.com, Cool 102.7. I'll have Steve alongside with me, and we'll bring you that one. We'll bounce back just as this Indian team will. So for tonight, Osage falls 56-55. For Maya back in the studio, I am Craig Allen. Thank you for listening. This has been a presentation of Cool 102.7 Sports.